stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Happy afternoon. I hope everybody's having a good day. We're back to Monday. Back to Mondays. Monday. Monday is not really what you're live. You can't be. Yeah, it's the right one. Hi, Amber. How you good? Yep, 'tis the right one. It said you were live. Did you go live? I didn't see it. It is getting to be that time, huh? It's getting to be that time. Spring is a-coming. March 20th is the first day of spring. Parent-teacher conference. Oh, no. Alive. Got it. Alive. I wanted to talk a little bit about what we call forever people. Okay. There's very few of us that talk about this because there's very few of us. And you don't need to be one, but here's the thing. Yeah, you should do that. You should. Yeah. I'll help you out. Yeah. So when I sponsor, it's forever. If I say I will help you, it's forever. It is. Yeah. Probably when you had some liquid courage in you, huh? Going live can be scary because you don't know what people are going to do. And that's the thing. But here's the thing. If we say that we're going to help somebody, that means forever. Okay. I've never, ever fired a sponsee. And only once have I turned somebody down. And that was because he did. Did you? Woo, good for you. Good job. Good job. All right. Let's do introductions. Welcome to Daily Trudge. I'm Dion. I'm your host. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. So what's going on here? Okay. I've been approved. All right. Well, of course, but that doesn't mean that you still help. You don't have to be a sponsor to help. It just means that I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm not going to go anywhere, right? So that's really all that means. It's the ultimate holding space. Okay. What you're also doing, the trick here is there's a commitment to be made. There's a commitment. It's a lifetime commitment to be made. And as an alcoholic, I can do that. Okay. I have courage and I have enough faith that if I continue doing what I'm doing, I will stay sober. So a lot of it has to do with weeding the garden. We're always weeding the garden. Weeds grow up You know, there's a reason third step. See how it all works. Third month, third step, springtime, newness, green, the refreshing of the leaves, of nature restarting itself, and we can look at these things and we can take, we gotta take them in a literal sense that our life is like kind of like weeding, right? I have a funny story. The first time I got married, we got our invitations made up, and it said, "Come to our weeding," instead of wedding. Bill sees it. We're being Bill sees it, page 115 is where we're going to go for this. We'll open it up right to it. Ooh, essence of growth. See, in order for us to plant new lives, we need to. Here's a really good place to start with this. It's in Bill's story. This is a great place to start with this. And it actually has to do with Ebby. Okay. Talk for hours. Here it is. All right. I saw that my friend was much more than inwardly reorganized. He was on a different footing. His roots grasped new soil. Okay? And that's the beginning of things. So in order for us to do this right, if we're going to do some planting, and I have a brown thumb, so you guys probably correct me on everything, but I'm going to have to clear the ground. I'm going to have to do some mulching. I may have to put some other things in there. But the first thing I'm going to have to do is pull out all those weeds, and I got to get them by the root, or those weeds are going to come back. Sometimes I may need to get out a shovel or a spade or something and dig down there, because that weed has been sitting there for 20 years and its root is, pretty big. Okay. The essence of growth. Okay. So growth needs to start from somewhere. Okay. Usually it starts with pain. That's usually where growth starts. But it is not a requirement. So in other words, you don't need to let yourself get to the point where you feel the pain to do something about it. That's what I'm saying with that. Yeah. I avoid certain pains by doing things. That's why I always see, they tell normal people to take 2 extra seconds before you think. Okay. Well, I'm not a normal person, so I need 4. 2 more seconds is not going to make a difference to somebody else. Okay. So I take 4 seconds. If somebody says, take this next step, not only do I take that step, I take the next one too. I always double down on God. Always. All right. Let us never fear needed change. What a great way to start it. Okay. See, now, fear isn't always necessarily pain, because we have dealt with fear for a long time. So some of these fears are almost normal to us. All right. We always seem to need to learn the hard way. I used to say that. I learned everything the hard way. Do you know what happened? I learned everything the hard way. I have a friend right now. She keeps saying things like, the universe has it out for me, and this keeps happening, and putting it on Facebook. You know what you're going to get? Exactly what you're asking for. You will get exactly what you're asking for. Certainly, we have to discriminate between changes for worse and for the changes of better. I don't know, discriminate is, But once a need becomes clearly apparent in an individual, in a group, or in AA as a whole, it has long since been found out that we cannot stand still and look the other way. No. Sometimes you're going to need to muster all the courage that you can to do something. I'm going to give you a great example. Reporting somebody to the police because they have done something wrong to you. There's a fear there. Especially for women, I think. I don't know. I'm not a woman. No. But are they going to believe me? I think would probably be, that's usually what I see. They're not going to believe me. God, that sucks. It sucks. I'm sorry you have to go through that. That sucks. I tell you now, I don't work that way. I will believe you, even if you're lying to me. I do believe you. I believe that you feel ways. I do. And sometimes we may in a position where, if we don't report, it might happen to somebody else. Who's that on? For me, and I'm speaking only for me, okay? Because it's purely opinion, and it's just for me, okay? I feel like that would be on me. I do. Because I didn't say or do anything about it. And as an arrested alcoholic, I have to bring things to justice that normal people cannot do. You've been blessed with something more than. Okay. If you are a recovered alcoholic, you are a force to be reckoned with. You know what you've done? You've discovered every dark, evil cranny of you. You brought it into the light of day and you said, listen, motherfucker, this is my life. And you didn't even fight it. It just left because it knew it couldn't have you anymore. It knew it couldn't have you. So it left. See, when we fight, that's what it wants. When we fight, there's fear. Okay? And the dark side loves fear. Okay? Think of it like Star Wars. So I'm going to say it that way so I don't feel so religion-y right now, because I am feeling a little like I'm pushing a little bit on the pulpit here, right? The essence of all growth is willingness to change, not just a willingness, is a willingness to change for the better. Okay? And then there's more. And then an unremitting willingness to shoulder whatever responsibility this entails. And that's why I feel that way. Right? Now, something was done wrong to me 3-4 years ago. And I don't want it to happen to other people, but it continues happening and nobody will believe me. I know what it's like. I put stuff on Facebook all the time, and a lot of people don't react because they don't want to be a part of it, and that's okay too. That's okay too. But I have no fear of calling out people that are doing stupid shit. I'm very, very protective of AA. I'm very protective of my people and my recovery. You bet. You bet. I do not fear reporting somebody. It doesn't bother me. And of course these are all internal things that I'm kind of talking about. All right, my tummy is not happy with me today. I must have ate something that. Give me a second. Hi, Michelle. Okay. All right, Ingrid, have a good one. I'm sorry about that. Okay. I don't feel like I'm done. Let's do day at a time too. Why not? March 4th. Oh shit. It's my wedding anniversary this month. We made our anniversary date my first sobriety date so that I would remember, number one. And it's just kind of a special day for us. It's March 16th. So, but March 4th, reflection for today, right? 4th. We may not know any specifics about the activities of today. Yeah. And so when I wake up, I know I have responsibilities, but I certainly don't know what's going to happen. Not in my life. There's too many variables. Too many. I can plan, but I doubt it's going to work out that way. We may not know whether we'll be alone or with others. We may feel the day contains too much time or not enough. Ooh. I don't ever feel like there's not enough. Mine's always there's too much time. I don't like time in between things. I like done. But it doesn't work like that. So we may be facing tasks we're eager to complete or tasks we have been resisting. Though the details of each person's day differ, each person's day does hold one similarity. Before we get to that, I will let you know that every single person in my life does not contact me between 3 and 4. Even my mother. She called me the other day and it was like 4:02. And I'm like, man, Mom, you have got great timing. I just got my meeting. She's like, I know. So everybody in the world knows I go to a meeting between 3 and 4 and they respect that. I just think that's neat. I think that's neat. Each of us has the opportunity to choose to think positive thoughts. That was kind of tough for me this morning. I had to do some work to change my attitude this morning. Right? But I know that I have the choice. And that's what's nice. Okay. The choice depends less on our outside activities than on our inner commitment. Can I accept that I alone have the power to control my attitude? Man. Motherfuckers. Putting it right in my face. I hate it. But it's true. It's true. I have to be responsible. Right? Responsibility is a big thing. Today I pray, may I keep the fire of inner commitment alive through this whole glorious day. That's a lot of work. I'd rather be balanced. I don't want a fire in me. I'll get wore out real easy. Whether my activities are a succession of a workday task or free form and creative. May I choose to make this a good day for me and for those around me. Today I'll remember, keep the commitment. So the commitment here is, even if you're in a bad mood, don't take it out on other people. That's not fair, especially people you don't know. I know you might be having a bad day. I know. Sometimes there are days when, I feel like life is picking on me and I just don't want anybody to talk to me. I just want to be left alone. All right. That's probably the hardest one for me to get out of. That and self-pity. Self-pity. Once it gets started and I'm depressed, yeah, that can be tough to get out of. Right. So let's recap this. Weeding the garden is about step 3. It's about cultivating the ground so that your new roots can grasp new fertile soil. Okay. Because when we have a solid foundation, okay, and what is a foundation? It is step 0, 1, 2, and 3. What is step 0? Psychic change. Change your mind. Remember that psychic change. You said, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't know. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Okay. Then we're going to admit every day that we're powerless over alcohol. And my life is still unmanageable. That's okay. What did we just read? Okay. I don't manage my life. I live my life. Big difference. Step 2, I'm going to decide. I'm going to make a decision. All right. 3 frogs on a log. 2 of them make a decision, jump off the log. How many frogs are on the log? There's 3. We have only made a decision. So far, there's been no action on our part. So what we're doing is we're letting go, letting God. We're learning something here. Okay. The first 3 steps don't require much action because usually the first 30 days, and within those first 30 days, people don't understand much. Okay. So when we get to that 3rd step, it has got to sink in, or that 4th step is just going to be hard as heck to do. So, all right. I think that's good. Letting everybody kind of took off. So. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. It was good to see y'all. It's always good to see my friends. I love you. Peace out. And have a day. Bye-bye.